Welcome to another episode of Behind the Studs, your home improvement and remodeling podcast, where the two most entertaining guys discuss the do's and don'ts in home construction and in the remodeling industry. Remember that you can nail it, paint it, or just tune into the show. How about that? Here are your hosts, Colin Shaw and Jimmy Driscoll.
Hello, Mr. Driscoll. How are you, sir?
Hello.
Yeah? Happy New Year.
Many New Years. Somebody posted, we hope that 2020 is not the trailer for 2021.
Yes, I would have to agree with that. Jeez, it would be great.
Yep.
We can't do that again.
Yeah. How was your New Year's?
Mine was nice. It was quiet.
Good.
Yeah,
Yep.
nice bottle of wine, good
Nice.
good steak, nice filet mignon on the grill.
Yeah, that's what I did, too.
Nice. Yeah. It's a great way to bring in the New Year.
I did it on the skillet
Oh,
and
you
in
did
the oven.
you did the searing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Ron and Wendy came over.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah. So that was good.
Nice.
And they're
Good.
steak eaters, so
Are they?
I had to get it right.
Yeah.
I did.
Do you have a little béarnaise sauce on it too, or just the steak?
No, I did sauteed mushrooms.
Yeah,
and
love
I
that.
used the Montreal steak seasoning.
Yeah, I like that too.
With salt and pepper and butter.
And butter. Yeah, well, that's good for searing.
Yeah.
Yeah, searing it. So
Came out great.
nice.
Yeah,
Good for you.
Fantastic.
Did you make it till midnight?
It's so funny. I was brushing my teeth and I heard Sinatra. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did I just... Yeah, I did, didn't I? That's a first for me. Yeah. New York! He was ending and I was like, oh, my God. I was cleaning my back molar. It was done.
I have not made it to midnight in I don't know how many years.
Really?
Years and years and years. Yeah, I think I
Boy.
made it till like maybe 10.
It used to be so much fun.
Yeah.
What I did like, though, when I was driving around going home, because we had dinner over a friend's house, people were having bonfires.
Oh,
Family around the bonfire.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
It's a perfect weather for it.
right.
So that was great.
Nice.
That's something. That's one thing you can do for get-togethers because
Right.
that social distance is plenty far away.
Yeah. Yeah,
Those
and
are
you're
fun.
outside and stuff, so
those
yeah,
are
that's
fun.
good.
As a
Nice.
matter of fact, you can look up do-it-yourself fire pit,
Right? Yeah, you can make your own.
and basically, as long as you have a fire pit, and well, this is in my town, and you have gravel around the fire pit, a little bit of stone, and a hose right next to the pit, you don't need a permit. You
Okay.
don't need a burn permit.
Okay.
That's in my town.
Yep.
I know other towns are different, but I never would have a fire if the fire factor was like
Yeah.
9.
Just people remember, do not put leaves in there.
They fly away.
They fly away,
On
but
fire.
they're still burning.
They're still burning.
So if it's a dry day,
Yep.
not a good thing.
Not at all.
No, just use regular wood.
Yeah.
That's fun. I don't have one of those. I always wanted one though.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah,
They're fun.
I think I told you. I think we had that conversation once because I like the chimenea. You just
Wha-
chuck that thing full of wood and watch the flames shoot out the top
That's
of
something you just sit down and I've just had no luck with chimney. I had a clay one.
Oh, really?
Left
Yeah.
that out in the weather. That totally just exploded.
Yeah.
Went to move it, exploded. And then there was one that I had. It was a cast iron one, and you could probably put one twig and a piece of newspaper in it. It was
That was it.
horrible. And it had a cage on it,
Yeah.
what do you think is going to fly out of this thing? It was terrible.
Oh,
I hated it.
I was always looking for I need to see flames coming out the top.
Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah,
want.
it's fun.
Yeah.
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 That's why I couldn't get a gas pit fire, fire pit in
Yeah.
my backyard. It doesn't do. Yeah, you
Nah,
just
I
kind of
like,
sit
I like
there and
burning
stare
the
at
fire.
it.
Do you still have a chimney?
No.
Are those like passe now?
I think so.
They're with the fondue buckets in the 70s, right?
Don't bring up fondue
Why?
because I get very angry about fondue.
You got issues,
I got
dude.
an issue with fondue. Yeah. That is the worst.
got it.
That is Chinese torture for me.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
All right. So maybe hold on. Maybe I just haven't had fondue with the right people.
That's the there.
That could be the problem.
That's the problem.
But what I will say is, at my in-laws, I've gone for fondue.
Well, there you go. There's the problem right there.
But I'm telling you,
That's
they know now that I do not come back for fondue. So, because I get very angry that there's like a pot here with oil, there may be another one down at the other end, but then there's cheese, melted cheese and stuff like that. Fine. But you go and you put your meat in the pot, and then like 6 other people put their meat in the pot too. It cools it right down, and then I got to sit there and stare at it, wait for it to heat back up again.
That's not
I'm
the right.
starving.
No, that's awful.
I am starving.
No,
I don't need to eat piece by
they
piece.
don't know how to do a fondue.
And you have to cook it piece by piece. Why not just cook the whole thing at once and then just use a fork and knife and eat it?
It'd make it easy. Just, you know what? Do a dessert fondue.
See, that's fine. Or cheese. I like the cheese. Cheese is good.
Just dip some, just stuff in some cheese and pop it out, put it in your mouth.
Right.
And then take the other toothpick and grab some other food and pop it in your mouth.
I just start using other people's forks.
Huh?
I said I just start using other people's
What
forks
the
that have
hell?
food already
Exactly.
ready.
Yeah.
So,
Whatever.
I got like 6 forks. I got like a nice little mouthful of
Oh, my
some
God.
sort of meat or awful, 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 awful.
Yeah. Yeah. Papa Stubby is not doing fondues right. I'm telling you right now. Forget it.
All right, I feel better.
All right. Good.
Yes.
All right. Now
yes,
that I
feel
know.
better. Okay,
All right.
good.
So today,
Yes.
I had the wonderful experience. I have to say it is wonderful because I'm dealing with someone, a homeowner just bought the house. I'm painting it, and it was actually the designer that got me the job because she knows my work, and she thought I would fit well with this woman.
Nice.
And she's designing.
Mm-hmm.
But case in point, the homeowner is great. She's totally into the designer because she's doing the right thing. She's doing. I'm extremely patient, but some contractors would not be.
Right. Yeah.
And case in point, we're doing a fireplace, plaster walls. So they were trying to design the fireplace. So they sent me 3 pictures, and I have a carpenter working with me who is great, but wants to do it right and make sure this is what the homeowner wants. So, of course, we tore everything apart, and now they realize that they want to do a slate front piece where I was doing I just did thorough seal. I did thin set, and then I was going to do some floating, and we are just going to make it nice and smooth and just paint it black.
Oh, nice.
Now she's talking about slate, but they're spending more and more money faster than they realize, I think. And I'm like, listen, we can do this, make this nice, and much cheaper. What's slate going for now?
I have no idea.
And it's black.
Oh.
You know, and the thickness, it all depends on the thickness.
Sure.
And how you're going.
Yep,
And we saved the other pieces that were there, black slate. So, anyway. That's a design thing that they're working on.
Yeah.
So, I guess my case in point is if you're a do-it-yourself or if you just bought a home and you hire a designer, there are things that are subject to change all the time until you reach that point. And again, I sat with the homeowner the other day, you know, when I'm doing my thing, and I said, you need to enjoy this journey. Because I was supposed to paint upstairs, downstairs. Now I'm painting the basement. Now I'm demoing the other room, and then we're going to putting a whole new bathroom in downstairs, and it's just, it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. But I'm not doing any of that until I finish what I got to finish.
Okay, smart.
And, you know, she's assured me that everything is okay. And she goes, I can't believe it. Geez, in 2 days I just spent $14,000.
She's all right.
Yeah. And that's just like on not major stuff.
Right.
You know, and she already knows what my price is, but she doesn't know. She wants to do this bathroom downstairs. I go, that's at least $10,000. What you want to do? We got to move pipes. You got to jackhammer. We got to raise the floor up. We got to do all this crazy stuff.
Yeah. It's probably even more than that.
Yeah. Well, I gave her a rough number.
Yeah.
And she pulled the trigger on it. She said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." But
get a little change order written up.
Yeah, I mean, everything is via email right now. Everything has been all done, so it's all there.
Yep.
And it's a great communication between. There's 3 people involved. So nothing's going to get funny. It won't get funny, you know. But that is interesting, I have to say, when you're working with a designer and, you know, you're out there to do the best. But it can take a left turn or a right turn.
Absolutely.
For the better. Really, for the better.
A lot of times, yeah. Because, I mean, they think of something different or, you know, see how it's coming along and then sparks another thought of how to go a different direction. And, you know, as long as the designer's keeping the homeowner up to speed and the carpenter or the contractor up to speed as well, then, you know, hopefully everything just moves along nicely and money doesn't become an issue.
Well, I'm prepping and priming it. It's like, and I got another 3 days of prepping and priming downstairs.
Wow.
And I'm not even, and that's it. I walk away until they're changing the lighting.
Wow.
Lighting's going out. You know, lighting's going in. They're going to tear those ceilings out, so I'm going to be sheetrocking the ceilings again.
Yep.
So, but I got plenty of work to do upstairs. There's nothing major that's going to be torn out up there.
That's good.
Yeah, so bring a couple buddies in, get that going, get it
Nice.
done, get out of there.
Yeah.
You know. So that was
your day.
That was it. It was I couldn't get anything done because I had to deal with the designers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing like priming red beadboard.
Oof.
With the
Red.
Yeah, red.
Wow.
Fire engine.
Ugh.
FU red.
Wow. Nice.
And it's in.
That was
it's
in at one
beadboard.
point?
Huh?
That was in at one point? No.
What? If you lived in hell and you were friends with the devil. Oh, I freaking hate that.
Nice.
The devil.
Yeah.
Everything is red. So anyway, yeah, I
Yeah.
just had I use a good blocking primer.
Okay.
I have to tell you, Master Hide that Sherwin-Williams sells, they call it a wall paint, but it's a great ceiling paint. It is the best ceiling paint out there as far as I'm concerned because of its base. It has a clay base to it. I don't know if I've ever talked about that before, but it's so much, it's smooth, and you can use a 1/2-inch roller nap, and
Can you get away with one coat too? Or
pretty close,
Yeah.
depending on the health of your ceiling. If you're by a fireplace and you've got, open fireplace, you may have an issue. You might have to put some blocking up there first. But yeah, you can pretty much. I have done one coat on with Master Hide, and I've got away with it. It looks great. Other times I've just been safe.
Yep.
Done it. I like spraying it better than rolling it.
Okay. Yep.
But it's still
When you can.
it's almost like self-leveling. Believe it or not, if you could say that on a ceiling.
Yep.
Because of the clay base on it, and it really can. It says on the can, it's a wall paint, but a lot of carpenters use it as ceiling paint. It's a flat white.
Yep.
It's a flat white. It's perfect.
Nice.
And it's great on the walls after you prep. Besides getting a primer, and I like it. It's the mill. What you call the mill. It's thicker than a regular wall board, regular drywall primer.
Yep.
Because that's thinner.
Yep.
It's more watery.
Right.
The Master Hides are thicker. So
And it sprays well.
yeah, it does. I always add when I'm using I just got a regular Magnum sprayer, $250 one that I bought. Not a Wagner. I never was successful with a Wagner. I just buy something a little bit higher up. And all my paint when I'm spraying, I'll always add a 1/2 cup of water to it.
Okay.
Just to dilute it.
Yep.
Excuse me. A 1/2 cup per can. Excuse me. So if I'm using a 5-gallon can, it might be 2 cups of water.
Yep.
Depending on the conditions of the house and everything else, I make that decision.
Interesting.
I bought oh my God, I bought a hand sprayer, battery powered spray gun.
Yeah.
I think that's a Magnum also. I meant to. Oh, I can't remember. I can't believe that because I want to talk about that on the show. I freaking love this thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You have more control.
Okay.
It has a good PSI when you spray it. But when I used my other Magnum, my other big sprayer that has more PSI, shit flies. I mean, like the drop cloth can fly up and then hit the floor. This has enough. You can get it nice and close. You can spray doors, cabinets with it.
So it's for like smaller projects though, or
yeah. I sprayed a whole wall.
Really?
Yeah. It comes with you're filling up. You fill up this container that goes on the bottom of the battery thing, battery powered gun, and you're taking. You will refill that thing. You can refill it about maybe 3.5 times, and then you'll empty the can. The can will be empty.
Okay. So that's a good amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy with its coating, the way it coats. I will do a first coat. I will spray a first coat and probably back roll it.
Yep.
And see what that looks like.
Yep.
But so far, and it's easy to clean, and it's easy to prime. So I'm extremely happy with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And where'd you get that? At one of the box stores?
No, I got it at Sherwin-Williams.
At Sherwin-Williams. Okay.
Yeah, because it was after the job we did with the kitchen cabinets, and I thought I was going to use it on spraying some doors or something. I needed it for something, and they had one, and I had a super deal on it. It takes, I was like, I'll take it, I'll try it.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I loved it. I'm still getting used to the canister sprayer with the compressor.
Yep.
There's all these different tips you have and everything else. And
yep. And they're not cheap either, those tips.
It wasn't that much.
Really?
It wasn't that expensive. But, I mean, there's an art form to that. And there's I don't know spraying cabinetry that well.
Right.
I'm more of a latex guy. But I heard one of my other customers had somebody come in and do their kitchen cabinets, and they used some kind of alcohol in between coats, and they gave it that nice veneer finish.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's something I'd like to learn later on as I get really old and cranky to do that.
Wait, tomorrow or?
Shut up. Now I'm cranky.
Yeah. You get hangry.
So we got Caleb over here. Did you find anything?
Nothing, like, it doesn't say who invented it. It has a bunch of lists of people who made inventions that made the screw better. But no, it doesn't give one.
The first guy. So
I kept saying the Phillips guy. I kept coming up with him. But
yeah.
he told me no.
So our producer hates the word Nebuchadnezzar. That is like the worst thing you could say. That is like racist to her.
Right.
And we just made fun of it because we're going to get shirts made up with it. But we thought Nebuchadnezzar was the guy who made the flathead screw.
Right. But
And
now we're thinking otherwise.
Nebuchadnezzar came up. He was like some guy in Egypt, and he died. He was born
605 BC.
650 BC.
650 BC, yeah.
He didn't invent the screwdriver or the screw.
No. He had other things going on.
Yeah.
He had locusts and everything else to worry about.
Yeah. So I think we got to fact check this.
Yeah, we need to find out who was it.
And it's so funny, too, because people come up to me and they go, dude, Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
They love Nebuchadnezzar. They think it is awesome.
Yeah.
We sit around. Sometimes the family comes over and goes, hey, you remember Nebuchadnezzar? Sorry, Marissa.
I know, but we gotta solve this mystery though.
Well, we will. We'll work on it.
It says
What?
Nebuchadnezzar was a king of Neo-Babylonian Empire.
Right.
605 BC.
Yeah, 605 BC.
Yeah.
That's not the guy.
That's
No.
no.
No. We'll find it.
He was
Not-
the king
not
of
tonight.
Babylonia. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, then they beheaded him because he invented the screw.
And then we never heard about the screw for another
Yeah, right.
800 years.
Right. Someone dug it up out of a freaking pyramid.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah. Oh, great idea.
It was in a mummy's head.
Yeah.
Nebuchadnezzar.
And it still does drive me crazy how many drill bit heads there are. You know, I was doing tile work in my kid's bathroom over the weekend and going with cement board. You got the star bits, and then you go to, screws for this and that, Phillips, and then, you're back to flatheads for different things. It's like, God, just need one.
So
Just
let
one.
me ask you a question, Mr. Deckman.
Oh, yeah.
Why, in God's name, the only fastener that they have for like Trex is Cortex screws? Why?
They do have the hidden fasteners, the ones that go
Right.
in between the boards.
But it's a Cortex screw you use.
It is still a Cortex brand, yes.
Dude.
I know. We're doing a deck right now.
Your freaking heart is in your throat when you're putting these things in. Because you strip it.
Oh, it's a nightmare if you
I
strip
know.
it.
And trying to
Yeah.
get it out. And
They don't come out.
you can't use an oscillator and cut it out, right? Because they're so strong.
Correct.
It's bullshit. I'm sorry, but
Yeah. They're tough. They're tough to work with.
somebody should build something much better than those.
So
Why do they
with
have to use such a small head, a small square tip head, to drill those in with an impact nail? You could use an impact gun, right?
Yep.
And you don't have to pre-drill with those things, right?
Now you're supposed to.
Now you're supposed
Yeah.
to.
3/16 drill bit.
Right.
So you pre-drill it and then you put it in. So it takes a lot longer. It's a lot of work. And it'll still strip.
Yeah.
It's
I
just-
know.
Yep. There's no way around it.
Nay.
But the good news is you just got to get it either, down far enough so you can at least get a partial, plug in there. Sometimes you have to cut the plugs in half and put them in there.
The hiding hinge, you don't need it, right?
Right. If you do the hiding hinge, you don't need it. Yeah, we're doing a floating deck right now on a flat roof, a rubber roof, and we're using those Cortex screws. The guys are being very careful. It's a huge deck
On top of a rubber roof.
on top of a rubber roof. You got the floating, the whole
So
the
you're
frame all
laying-
put together.
So you're laying, and that stuff is heavy, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The inspector knows that because of the load.
Mm-hmm.
There's no pitch on this thing.
There's a very slight
Like
pitch
a 2 pitch, if anything.
at the most. Yeah,
Yeah, because
Probably
they put
less.
chairs up there and stuff.
Probably. Yeah. They used to have one there before.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, it was gone by the time we started the work. But
So you're gonna have what color? Don't tell me the Trex is like brown.
no, it's great.
All right.
Come on, that's the most popular one around here.
Well, it's the easiest one to get
Yeah.
Because you put a brown on the roof. The heat hits that.
Yep.
Yeah. What do we have? What do we have for lunch? Fried feet with fish.
Yeah.
That shit
So-
was so hot.
But unfortunately, the gray is still the one that turns color. You know, it fades.
Yeah.
There's something in the dye of the gray, composite boards that it does fade in the sun. None of the other colors do. It's just that one.
See, so if I put a wooden deck down and I stain it and it fades out, I stain it again.
I know.
It's
That's
an
what I
old
have in the
man-
front of my house.
It's an old man's job.
Yep.
Old man will love that.
However, I do highly recommend either going with cable rails or composite rails so that you don't have to stain individual balusters in your railings.
Right.
So definitely spend the money for that.
So spend the money on that.
Absolutely, 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I have in the front of my house, and it's so much better. You gotta pressure wash it every couple of years. You shake the green off of it, but other than that,
You don't even
they're
have to
maintenance
pressure
free.
wash it anymore. They got deck wash. Armor All makes a deck wash.
For railings.
That's a good question.
Hmm.
I'm talking about the decking.
You're talking about the decking, yeah.
Yeah, you pour it
Yeah,
on the
that we
deck.
do every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. You just spray it on with a hose.
Yeah.
It attaches to your hose. You spray it on.
Okay.
It's done.
Yeah. Nice.
Friggin- Stuff works like a charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to be careful of doing a pressure washer on the deck.
Yeah. Well, Missouri. Did I ever tell you about the
I don't know.
iPay deck?
Mm.
So this woman at iPay deck,
Mhm.
and she said she wanted me to power wash it, pressure wash it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just green and ugly, and it was green and ugly, whatever. So, and then she wanted me to do her downstairs brick patio, regular red brick patio with had moss and mold in the middle of it, and that was the messiest job. That was worse than the time you sent me out to freaking power wash the rocks off of Black Point.
Yep.
That was way up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just covered in moss and lichens and just crap.
Yeah.
It was such a messy job.
Yeah.
But I did it. So I went up there. This is funny. So I do her iPay deck, right? And I'm washing this thing, and I'm like, Jesus, this isn't doing it. It's not doing it good enough. It's not. So I went back, and I freaking hit it again. And I'm like, there's still more spots because I'm thinking the iPay, it's such a hard wood. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting the green out of it, you know? So I freaking did it. I did it, and I walked away. I go, well, if it still doesn't do it, I'll just have to do it again tomorrow. I came back the next day, and I was like, oh, my God. I took the stain right off the iPay. I went right to the natural iPay.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, my God. What did I do?
Yeah.
And she comes out and she goes, thank you. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm so sorry. So I want me to stain this. She goes, I hated that stain. I hated it. You did me a favor. I go, are you
Nice.
sure?
Yeah.
She goes, no, I'm positive.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I felt terrible about it.
Yeah.
Terrible. Oh.
But that stuff's beautiful though when it first goes down, and then even when it weathers, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
the gray that it turns and stuff.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but it's good. Good stuff.
It's Brazilian wood, correct?
I don't know if it's Brazilian or not.
That
don't
you
know.
have to pre-drill everything on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you make no mistake. What about your saw blades going through that? Is it you go through blades? You must.
Yep. It's so hard. Yep. Yeah. It takes a lot longer to install,
Yeah.
but you don't have to worry about them. They're great.
Do a
They
lot
don't
of
rot.
do a lot of contractors charge by the square foot, or they charge them by the hour? You think?
For a deck,
Yeah.
I would say probably by the square foot.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
Depending
to
on the
determine how long-
material that you're doing.
Depending on the material you're doing. Yep. If you go composite, it's going to take more work. It's more framing, it's more labor. But all you have to do is just wash it every couple of years, and that's all you have to worry about. Pressure treated decks are still the least expensive way to go.
Yeah. What do you know of inventory on pressure treated right now?
So far, so good. It's actually
Back?
readily available. Yep.
Price is still high?
Yep. Yep.
Shit.
Yep. And like you said, the gray is very common, for composite decking, so you can get a hold of that now. Railings and stuff like that are still a little difficult.
Is the composite decking gotten more expensive, or has it stayed the same?
A little bit more expensive. It wasn't that bad. I didn't see a huge spike, but definitely a spike in the railings and the post caps and sleeves and skirts and. all that stuff, and not readily available. I'm still waiting for 5 post caps for a deck that we finished months ago.
What kind of post caps?
Composite, Azek. Just waiting. And I get an update from my supplier periodically. He's like, yep, they said they still don't know when.
So, aspirin, when you say take an aspirin, it's, aspirin is a company called Aspirin. So
Okay.
it's like, but really technically it's another name.
Yeah.
We just say aspirin. Like you just said Azek.
Yeah.
Right? So people now just say Azek.
Yeah.
Which is a name of the PVC.
Correct. It's a brand. Yep.
Which I tell them people that. I said, Azek, you'll spend more money on Azek than you will PVC.
Right. Yes.
So go buy PVC if you want.
Yeah.
And I had to explain that today to somebody.
No, it's very true. Yep.
So
I mean, a lot of people just consider Azek as composite trim, and that's everything. But there's so many. There's a brand called Clear, Kleer. They're less expensive as well, but composite material. PVC sometimes can get a little shiny, so some people don't like that. Where the composite is a little duller. So
I'd get it shiny because the way the UV rays kick the crap out of everything, it's going to take the shininess out of it after a while if you're in full sun.
yeah. Eventually, it will dull for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Any
So,
questions?
Nah. I think we're good.
All right.
I think we.
Now we got a guest next week.
We do. Yes, we have Gene and Keith Liston, and they're with Liston Design Build. I think Marissa said they're out in Minnesota or something.
Nice.
Out that direction.
Minnesota.
So they've listened to the show. They want to come on and talk about stuff that they do, and I think it'll be interesting.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So we look forward to meeting them next week. We hope we have everybody return and listen as well.
Oh, I got an update.
Yes.
Bobby Mcdonough is retired.
He's retired?
He's retired.
Okay.
I hardly see him anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
No idea.
Oh, he's down in the basement doing something.
No,
No?
not in the basement.
All right.
And he's just trying to, he hung the Christmas lights and stuff like
Yeah,
that. But,
yeah.
we were out there on a snowstorm. How you doing, Bobby? Jimmy! That's how he Jimmy! He yells for me every day when he sees me.
Uh-huh.
That was pretty funny. But, he's retired, and I told him to go work with his nephew. His nephew lays down stone.
Ooh.
He's good. He does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember you saying he did something for you, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he was going to, but he
Oh,
he
he
took
did
his-
something for his his
did,
uncle.
did
Yeah.
something for Bobby.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
says,
yeah.
Bobby, you got to work for him.
Yeah.
Go be his laborer. Do it. It'll keep you young.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's doing. I'll probably see him this weekend.
Well, please tell him not to give up, mowing his yard, because we like those stories.
He's done, now that he has the time, he
Yeah.
clears his lawn now.
Oh.
I don't hear him banging stuff anymore.
No fun.
But he said we got ready with the generators because we were going to have that
yeah.
high wind, the
Yeah,
nor'easter.
yeah.
And he was like, Jimmy, I ain't going to check that oil when it's running again. I'll tell you that much.
See, he figured it out.
Oh, he figured it out.
He's a
Yeah.
smart guy.
I just get nervous when I hear a chainsaw in the backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
dude.
too.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Between him and my other neighbor.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Guy comes out in sandals. Brett.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
He's
He's crazy.
A little nutty.
Out of his, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Great.
Oh yeah, he drank the water. Oh
Yeah.
my God, yeah. But he's good. He's an
Yeah.
unbelievable trim guy. He can do unbelievable trim.
Really?
But you
Nice.
he's hard to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll let you know if any trees fall down on my house or my head. I'll let you know.
Please
You'll be
do.
the first to know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not sure we'll know if it hit you in the head. But
Hey,
yeah.
I'm seeing a lot more of these things now.
What's that?
Battery powered chainsaws,
Yes. I've seen them too.
and they work
Yeah.
great.
They work really well. Yeah. I was surprised when I saw one, and actually I saw it at the tree farm this year. And the guys that were going out would just
Oh, that's right. You were telling me
yeah.
that.
The battery chainsaws.
Yeah.
Taking trees down, no time at all.
Why not?
Right. It's great. And having to start it all up and do
Freaking
everything
gas
else
and a little
stuff.
carburetors.
Sure. Yeah. They seem like they have enough power to get through, the base of a Christmas tree. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you're going to be cutting up a 100-foot tree with it, but
No.
yeah.
No, but it's good
when
for small trees.
Yeah, for small projects.
Yeah, cutting up for firewood.
I have,
Well,
I have one of those saws that's on like the long pole,
Yeah.
so I can get some of the tree limbs right up above.
Gas powered.
No, battery.
Really?
Yeah, works really well.
Who makes it?
I want to say it's a Black & Decker.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Who owns Black & Decker now?
I don't know.
There's somebody, one of those guys own them. All these people that know. Yeah, Black & Decker and Ryobi are owned by blah, 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 and this is owned by blah, 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 and it's always changing.
Yeah.
It's always changing. Yep. Now owned by Tonka.
We don't care.
Yeah.
We just want to know if it works.
Yeah, just make it work.
Just make it work.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
All right, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. We'll do it again next week.
See you next week, babe.
See you guys.
All right, buddy.